Ezra is a young underground artist known for his alternative, pop, and hip-hop influenced style music. He's a great artist, and hopefully this video helps you learn a little more about him.
I made it about me when that was never what you meant. I'm a bad guy, leave a trail of damage where I walk. It's a bad night, every time we really try and talk. I know I've tried, but we never got along. I don't do emotions, I just put them in my songs.
Ezra was born in Indiana, only living there for 2 years before moving to Toronto. Ezra lived in Toronto for 7.5 years and played ice hockey while there, being that was a popular thing to do. After leaving Toronto, Ezra and his family moved to the Bronx, and being that basketball was popular there, he picked up that sport. Ezra always had the drive to be great at something and really wanted to be the best in his school at whatever sport he played. Although, once Ezra got to high school, he lost his motivation to play sports. It was early in high school when music entered his life in a somewhat official capacity. Ezra started rapping at only 11 years old with his older cousins, but in high school he found music to be his true passion. Ezra would freestyle rap with his friends in school when one day during his sophomore year, a friend of his made a beat on the spot and asked Ezra to record a freestyle over it. Ezra's friends throughout school were listening to the song on an MP3 file they sent around, and Ezra was then hooked on making music. The second Ezra felt he had realized his newfound potential due to his friends' and cousins' help, he decided he would do nothing else but work on his craft. He went from spending years on GarageBand recording on his iPhone to then getting a microphone, and slowly got to a point where he felt he could release music at a real capacity. Ezra began to put his music out under the name Young Easy on SoundCloud. By the time senior year rolled around, Ezra had found a manager. Ezra's manager was able to get Ezra features for his album from big artists such as NLE Choppa and Jake Rich. This project propelled Ezra into some early sizable success. After releasing music for a while under the name Young Easy, Ezra had a realization that he wanted to rebrand himself and create music that had more timeless value. He described it as almost having a mental breakdown, changing his sound and stage name to Ezra. Ezra moved to Atlanta around this time in pursuit of the rebrand. Ezra moved to Atlanta in 2021 and was living with his manager at the time, a videographer, and a merch guy. Things went south quickly with everyone fighting, but while this was happening, Ezra was able to lock himself in the studio with equipment he didn't have access to otherwise and worked on music every day. Ezra said he even slept and ate in the studio despite having his own bedroom. One notable song that came from this time period in Atlanta was the song titled Wasted Time with a music video. The song captured his rebrand period well, with lyrics such as "Now I've changed, Ezra's my name," and imagery of him shaving his head in the video symbolizing the change. After Ezra got what he needed out of Atlanta finding his new sound, he moved back home to the Bronx. This was when Ezra planned on getting to Los Angeles. In early 2022, he made the move. When he first moved out, he was couch surfing, staying for a while with his friend known as Blueprint. Staying with Blueprint was a good experience for Ezra, but eventually he needed to get his own space. Ezra was supposed to move in with his current manager Dex, but that kept getting postponed, and Ezra moved in with another friend of his known as LBM. LBM pushed Ezra to make TikToks for his music, and this proved to be helpful in boosting Ezra's career. At some point while in LA, Ezra became friends with the collective known as Yard Sale and other artists that frequently collaborate with the collective. Ezra said he got close with them quickly, and currently they are some of his best friends / favorite collaborators in LA. Specifically, Ezra said him and the artist known as Sachi6 work really well together and have full projects worth of unreleased music to come out soon. Recently, Ezra signed a deal to the record label Tag, ran by the artist Gabe Saporta, who was the lead vocalist and founder of the musical group Cobra Starship. This came about from Ezra's friend known as Too Drastic, who works for Tag as a talent scout. Too Drastic played Ezra's music for the label and they really liked it. Currently, Ezra has been working almost exclusively with the producer known as Niles Forrester. The artists complement each other well and are taking Ezra's sound in a new direction. Ezra's new sound was coined as Ezracore because of how unique and fresh it is. The song titled Another Sad Song is what spawned his new fanbase for the Ezracore sound. Ezra's looking forward to his next drop with his new sound and hopes it to be a pivotal point in his career. Ezra's a great artist with a bright future, and I look forward to see what he does next. Well, that's all for this video. Big shout out to Hopeless for the edit, and please subscribe for more mini documentaries on various underground artists.